for the flankers, and the wall still getting a whole lot of value. Wardell drops down. Ooh, gonna actually go up top, find the first kill. Zelsis now to fall. That's the Battle Sage down, so no ult pips for you. Penny still playing aggressive. Sheriff in hand. Wardell low HP, but Wardell finds the shot here. Version 1 now on the back foot. It looks like quite possibly a shock dart queued on up. They're going for the defuse, and there's not a whole lot trying to stop it. Everybody's looking to just get mowed down, but Effie's on the way in, picks up a couple, but TSM secure the pistol.
Spawn, but backs up while being broken here by the satchels, and again, they cannot get the spike down. Eventually, Hayes is going to get the spam on the Zelsis through the smoke, and the wall obviously has now been just riddled through. And this is getting a little bit tough on V1. They might have to pull the plug, but they can't really back up because Wardell is cutting off that potential.
And subroza, nice angle. Ooh, player 1 gonna trade it back there. Sheriff in hand really showing up for this version 1 roster. But the numbers now get cut down to the last one. The Marshal in the hands of Penny. Not gonna be the offer for the team, but the Marshaller in this round, Hayes.
Very hard for TSM to reel this one back in. They do have one player on site. They do have subroza flanking in from behind, and Cutler has actually found a couple of kills here, spending the smoke by screens. He actually gets it back to even numbers, and the spike's not even down yet, but that's a big kill from Penny to maybe break it back open here for V1, but this flank from subroza could be everything.
If the flank that you mentioned is going to get sniffed out by Effies, but he's looking the wrong way. Now the odds are even.
Hello?
He finds another subroza, cuts it down to the last one alive. It's player 1. Left all by their lonesome on the side, and subroza on the flank grabs a 3K.
We are going to see them use the ult here from subroza to get back towards attacking spawn to give them another angle, a flanking angle on this retake. And once again, subroza is successful from this spot.
And now Wardell bringing up the rear as well. So Effies is going back to try and stop it, but surely he'll be cut down. Penny with the knives, able to cut one down himself. And just like that, TSM, Arsenal advantage, but it's up to the last two here. Cutler going to receive his first death, and now subroza has to go nuclear in this round. Not only finding 2 kills, but a defuse, running out of time, and it's looking like version 1 will grab their first as subroza gets cut down once more. A thrifty pickup there, and spend so much time trying to grab that and get out. They get absolutely looking for it, Dust. They're out of time here. A couple of kills, but TSM just got to go back to their saving ways to pick up their 5th.
Yeah, it's great to burn Sage's res and then just lock them down and then crush them basically from that point forward.
Smoke's going down, gonna block the vision for now. Onto Wardell, that spike still hanging out as they try and get Zelsis as many ult orbs as they can grab. Wardell's actually gonna go good for 1, so Effie's now off the board. No shock darts, no recons. Wardell trades out his teammate, but Vanity's gonna get one as well. On top of it all, Wardell's not done. He pops the knives, but the orbital strike pushes him out, and Vanity trades the kill. Now we find ourselves in a 2v2, and that raise that was once anchored on B is very far away, and now it's all up to Drone here on the raise. It's low HP, a boombot, a dream, and an ultimate. We'll see what the showstopper can get done, as Drone just looking to push right through the Molotov, finds the first kill. It's low HP on the other, and Drone closes it out. Exactly what they want to do as the lineups come through, and TSM just haven't had an answer. Finally, 1 kill comes down. Now it is going to be Effie's trying to take down the boombot. Cutler just trying to find the kill, the ring around the Rosie, but it's all up to Cutler here, and you're out of time. You got to run. Hopefully he hangs on to the weapon on the way out. The brute force strategy for version 1 gets it done again.
They still had impact on the fragging department as well. So big round for V1, and that's a big entry on the Wardell.
And a Hunter's Fury. subroza goes aggressive on it, though. An aggression matched with aggression. Brute force matched with brute force. They're trying to right their wrongs from that last round. And we find ourselves once more cut down to the 3v3, but the resurrection is available. And player 1 still playing out towards the flank, expecting subroza to come this way. It is going to be a delayed flank. Zelsis looks for any res that he can find. Subroza's gonna get caught out, takes down player 1 who was holding that flank with the spike planted. They're playing pretty far off the side. I think Zelsis was looking for a res somewhere, but now playing quite far away, and the Molotov might be the only thing that's stopping this defuse from queuing on up. No, Vanity doesn't even have it, so they get it halfway. The res comes through anyways, and there's just nothing to be found. No one in sight. Drone's able to find a kill with the paint shells, and TSM grabbing 8th version 1. They seem lost in that round.
And that's tough because it was a good round to start. They got a great entry to kick things off.
Well, and a good couple of kills to kick things off as the Hunter's Fury Cutler from A side is going to find a kill. It's Spike on the ground, and it's player one once more, all by their lonesome. That wall still going to be blocking off mid. At this point, he really only has to fight Cutler here, and he's going to find it first to contact, able to find the dink, able to find the toesies, and picks up that kill. Now Wardell looking to come right back from this flanking area. Pushed aggressively over towards Nest. Now might just find an angle dropping down from it as the lockdown gets queued up. It's going to get placed down, and Wardell looks to go aggressive.
CV1's making a really good rotation right now. Again, they're already up 5-4. They're stalling TSM very effectively. They're getting it down to the wire on the clock, and now they get another one to their name.
With the spike planted, though, it's down to the last two for TSM. This would be a huge round for version 1 to be able to pick up. And they're one player away from doing it. They do just that. Now we see how TSM battles back. Do they force? Penny going to be holding the flank, but not a whole lot to be answered there. As Wardell gets spotted out by the drone. Smokes go through, dashes on over towards yellow. Going to go up top, get some elevation, and find a kill here. Now the Hunter's Fury to come through, but Wardell is mowing them all down. It's all down to Zelsis. He's out of time, he's out of HP, and TSM grab double digits back in the win column. Almost all wrapped up. They're all corralled over towards this defender spawn.
No, you're absolutely right. This is really tough on V1. That's why I think Zelsis had to play a little bit safer to make sure that that lockdown is going to come into play. Or not Zelsis, excuse me, but just the Killjoy in general for V1. As we are going to see them still trying to come in as best they can with what they've got. And they're actually getting some nice frags right now. TSM starting to dwindle. Hayes and Cutler, though, finally had the big response, leaving it to Effie, who is sticking this defuse. No one's stopping him. And he is going to pull it off.
Strike. No, Smoke's actually going to be queued up. There's the lockdown as well. Wardell going to dodge out on the recon bolt. Penny to find the first kill. Wardell trades one back, so both Jets on the board. Here comes the showstopper. And now it's a 1v1. And again, Effie's against the clock here. Has to find drone. And is looking to just save on the way out. TSM finally going to move to 11. Forced to back away, and it could just come down to the time here. No, Subroza going to find the shoulder. Penny going to fall, and now with the lockdown, drone looking to go aggressive. Pushes on into 3. Subroza is there to trade them back, but they go back and forth. The lockdown just barely out of range there. Nobody to be detained. And version 1 have to try and find the defuse. It shock darts, it's low HP. Hayes through the smokes, able to find the kill. The recon bolt, everybody getting cut down. Corralled towards the back of this site, looking to find their way in. All right, gonna be spotted out. Wardell gonna find the first kill. That evens the odds, but there's the red. So Vanity gonna be back on the board, but Wardell sits him right back down. No entrance for you. As player 1 trying to do their darndest to trade the kills back and forth, but Wardell looking for a 6K on the round, finds 3. And unfortunately, my math doesn't add up because they're down to the last 2. And a nice sage wall gets mowed down quite a bit, down to the last little bit. Wardell to find the ace on the way out, and TSM burst across the finish line. Being popped, especially in those long-range battles.
I like grapes. Grapes are nice. So we are going to indeed see the retake now coming underway from V1, and player 1 has been able to find first blood in that regard. They're starting to crack open the door. They're starting to come in. Zelsis is threatening to defuse at the same time. Wardell trying to slither in through the door here. He's done his job and more as he finds Effie's. But player 1 and Zelsis, in the blink of an eye, just clear the entire board. If you blinked it, you would have missed it. We certainly couldn't catch it all.
Blaze wall goes through to cut off a bit of vision. Zelsis trying to find whatever he can. Nobody playing over towards jump up, so not able to spot the head. Now they jump out onto the side. I don't know if Wardell caught the first, but he definitely caught the second. And Zelsis to pick up 2. That was the first. Now with the run it back, needs to find these last couple of kills. They're playing so far off the site. They're playing around the spike almost perfectly, and Subroza holding it down. TSM looking to pick up their first, and they do it in fashion.
Yeah, again, TSM. Oh, okay. They lost a little bit.
And there it is, right on cue. There's no real way out. It looks like a bit of space towards the back of that boathouse, but they surely will be seen. Penny just throwing out the blades, and now it's the 1v1. It's the B main player, but it's Vanity on top. But TSM down a member, and a big one at that. You have to expect that everybody is on this A site. Now that the spike is planted and Subroza is taken off the board, as Vanity cuts down one more, Wardell is able to trade it back, still has the 9 to build. The right click gonna go wide, only has the ghost, and now it's all up to drone. A blaze wall And a curveball. Tosses out the flash, able to find the diffuser. But now we start to see him bring it up, and the run it back actually going to be used here from Zellsis to try and stop this one. And that's spiked down. Player one holding it down. The bouncer at the door of this A site. Wardell can find a kill on his counterpart with that operator in hand. So things go quiet for a second as Wardell tries to walk away back out towards mid. Unfortunately for TSM, the spike is down on the site. They have to go for it into shock dart to find a bit of damage. Down to the last two. Wardell has since rotated all the way back around and will look to support his teammate from this A main area. In some way, somehow, they just know they can smell Hazed here, sniffing him out. He's got the spike in hand, and surely you start to put this one down and players start to push on. But Wardell is here. Smokes go down. Operator in hand. Bray coming out from tree to try and stop anybody pushing on through. Paranoia going to be used as well, and Hayes just corralled, and Wardell forced to save. Version 1. Hard to find the answers here.
Yeah, they were. They were able to stop Subroza from being able to get any more.
Main. It was once up towards pizza, so a quick rotation and a quick take onto this B site as Wardell dashes on in. And he's going to use those knives. Player one just using the vandal he has in hand, just cutting them down as they run on through. Penny is there. Ooh, but one in response. They run it back and it come through from drone, but Penny just mowing them down as they enter the site here. Wardell looking to get to the back, and we'll be able to do just that as this lockdown, I don't think, covers everything. So back of both house, gonna be nice and clear for Wardell. Sit on back with 11 HP, is tagged out, and the spike in an awkward spot. No, through the wall. Zellsis sniffs it out and takes him down, but drone is still alive. He's only a problem. Play towards mid. What had been working is getting in towards B, closing the market door. What do? They slap some nano swarms down with the alarm bot on top of it all. So completely taking that one away. And hey, on top of it all, Vanity with the 3K. The utility doesn't matter when you're rifling that good drone.
And they actually now forfeit the spike back to TSM just so they can gather up together as a unit of 4 and just dog pack their... Oh my God, TSM have no idea. What a round. They feed Vanity the ace. They go ahead and give it to him.
And just trying to run it down there. You saw the paranoia and a curveball using Wardell on the way out. A kiss to Zellsis to find the kill, and Subroza tops it off with two more. Not two more. S'mores,
I want some s'mores.
maybe.
I'm down for s'mores.
S'mores,
I'm always
maybe.
down for s'mores, baby.
And you have to tip your hat. Wardell and Subroza. I think everybody on this TSM roster on the attacking side kind of having a lackluster performance, only picking up 3 rounds, but they just come right back.
Walk already. Subroza will drop the smoke and force him to push through. And Penny off of the flash gets a nice kill, but Wardell, quick with the trade, gets the advantage back for TSM, and it's only going to get... Oh, never mind. Not better, but Wardell doesn't care. He's just going to keep getting kills.
Yeah, a nice pickup there. Wardell actually trading not only Subroza there, but Cutler as well, who are both caught in kind of awkward positions. But with Wardell still alive, obviously something you still have to worry about. So a nice 3K to his name, and the last two don't have enough time to rotate off, so they're just corralled as drone queues up. That curveball is going to be the running back used here by Zellsis, but the body is just right in place, and this should be an easy closeout. Sure, if glass is broken, and here comes the Bucky. Close range, this gun can be a menace. He sneaks all the way through. He spots out Wardell, able to find another. Still quite healthy, but a shot through the wall will finally sit him down. TSM down to their last 2, and version 1 looking to regain control here, trying to push themselves to double digits. Hayes and Cutler looking to just save on the way out. They will go, and version 1.
What street position? They have map control nowhere else, so they're really committed to this here. Nice paranoia, though, is going to come in and really slow them down. A flash as well. They are just getting pounded on the choke point. They can't seem to break through. And now Subroza will slip in aggressive, catches 2 of them, and a third. Absolute shutdown from Subroza. Such a big play, a bit risky, but it pays off. Cutler.
I mean, we just saw it 2 rounds ago, where it wasn't necessarily Subroza, but TSM, they just have it on lock. Now, Wardell, who picked up a 3K a couple of rounds ago, not able to get too aggressive on this one, only finding one, but it's traded right back. And Subroza on the flank is going to go wide on the first. Sprays down for a second, but now you have to worry about the omen behind you and what might be coming at you from the front. And it's hazed up towards heaven. A huge ult.
What a pinch
and that
from TSM on the decisions that they're making right now in this 3-on-2.
and the paranoia used as well. Hayes is going to get spotted out, but I mean, no secret that he was still hanging out towards this A site. The ultimate available. Everybody has since rotated on over. Now it's all down to Vanity. Was use that from the shadows to get over towards the B site. Hot hands go through. Gonna go a bit short as the shrouded step to try and get away the high ground. Now for Vanity, but he has 3 members to worry about, and should they want to use it, they have that lockdown that you spoke about. I don't think we see that one. Okay, no, they are gonna opt into using that lockdown, and I mean, Vanity, I'm sorry, buddy, there's not a whole lot you can do.
No, he's done for. I am a bit surprised TSM.
Here comes the Hunter Shuri. Coming out from Effie. He's able to go good for a kill. Penny found one towards this A site as well. And Drone actually going to match this. Going to keep that same energy with the run it back. So ult's going to be traded out on both sides. Unfortunately, not a whole lot to get done. Zelsis on the flank just outside heaven could get so much value and could close out the round right here. He's able to find one off the back end of the paranoia. Make it a second. Now Hayes to get run down. The curveball comes through the flash. He is not long for this world. Right back, so Wardell good for 1.5-ish kills. Cutting down the armor of Zelsis. And Penny looking to push all the way through the rest of the squad, and Hayes sniffs it out. He hears the footsteps, able to drop the spike on the ground right there.
Middle right there, so they knew that A was vulnerable, and they picked their timing, and they landed perfectly. I love the decision-making there from V1, but now they have to hold off this retake, and subroza has already found one.
That tree room is just completely on lock. Gonna lock, the lockdown comes through. Hayes gonna pop that one. Zelsis looking to go aggressive on the back end and quite possibly find the lockdown to try and buy some space for his team, but the kill starts to come through, and it's Vanity to run him down, but Drone with the 3Ks. You're on this buy, and granted you'd love to have a full one. Granted you'd love to have your jet as Wardell sniffs it out. He picks up 2, and he's looking to push to match point. The tag comes through, the knives on top of it all. Nice right click. Gonna go wide, unfortunately. 5 HP, he will sneak away, but subroza is here. And again, I've been saying it all game. The bouncer at the door in Wardell and subroza holding it down on this A site.
My goodness. Wardell going for the second kill is just a chef's kiss, because you know how risky that can be to re-peek there, but he gets away with it. And I know he had to pop the daggers, but he does so in like a really neat way where, yeah, he doesn't get the kill at the right click, but he knew that it was going to allow him to escape, and he set up subroza to find the frag instead. So it was like a nice use of the daggers that might get overlooked on the surface. But that's a great dart there to find out subroza
over towards this A site. But what I love to see is that shrouded step going to get the high ground once more for Vanity, and getting way up top and off angle for sure as they look to push through the smoke. The dart gonna be taken down. Vanity goes good for 1, tries to grab the paranoia on the way down. It's all up to Effie's. Match point on the line for both of these teams. And against the Sova, you're probably expecting to be playing out towards main. No, Hayes sniffs it out, and Cutler is there to back him up. It's taken him a while for it to come online.
This is the final round of regulation for sure. Oh, look at subroza.
The first time anybody has played here.
Exactly.
Hunter Shuri gonna get a couple of tags though, so damage is there. Zelsis goes through with the run it back. He picks up 2 with the ultimate, but subroza should be able to cut him down. No! They answer it back in version 1, throwing everything at this A site to try and get to OT. It's Drone, it's Hayes. It's the run it back available. It's going to be used. The curveball goes through. It's going to be sent right back. Now it's all up, and again it gets caught out. We're going to overtime.
Penny trying to come through this mid flank. That, I feel, is what this hinges on.
Hayes actually getting sniffed out. Penny here. There's the flank. He peeks the wrong way, and subroza will take him down. Hayes, though, on low HP. So the numbers in favor of TSM, although I'm not too sure for how much longer, as it's 10 HP in version 1 working against the clock here. They have to make a play, and they've got to do it right here, right now. subroza able to go good for another to back up Hayes. The Effie's from heaven. The last 2 up top. Looking to split this site up and find the defuse, but they're completely corralled. Now in a 2v2, 1 peeking out from main. They're able to find the diffuser. Cutler goes huge for a 2K, and it's something completely different. It's a play towards B. A had been the spot for them in regulation. Now looking to get aggressive over here towards switch. Cutler and Hayes gonna find the first couple, and they're just starting to get mowed down. It's all down to 1, but Drone will close it out with the 2K, and TSM will finally find their way into a close qualifier.